Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So, Christmas was yesterday and I asked for a lot of books this year, naturally. So, I'm going to be doing a Christmas book haul. I just started adding books to my Amazon wish list throughout the year. Probably starting in September, I started adding them sort of seriously to give my mom some ideas for Christmas. And she apparently just went with it. So I have quite a few books and now my TBR is much larger and I have a lot of books to read, though a few of them are books I already have. I just wanted to get a nicer edition because the one that I bought from the used bookstore. So let's see what I got. Alright, so the first one is kind of a cute little book that she got for my sister and I, and it's called Everything You Need to Know About Christmas I Learned from a Little Golden Book. And my mom always read these little golden books to us when we were kids, and this is just a really cute book that's got like characters from all the different golden books doing Christmassy things, and it's really cute. I haven't actually read through it yet, but I definitely think that this will be something I will set out at Christmas and, you know, probably read to my kids when I have kids. The next one is the unofficial Harry Potter cookbook, and I am really excited about this. I've actually had this on my wish list for a while, and she got it this year. She finally got it this year, and I feel like I should have a dinner party now that is nothing but Harry Potter foods. She even got me the it's like a little molding tray that looks like bees so that I can make fizzing whiz-bees like they have at the Universal parks. So I'm really excited about that. She was like, "You asked for some of the weirdest things. This little plastic tray with bees on it?" And I was like, "It goes with this." And she was like, "Well, I read the reviews and figured that out." She was like, "But I just thought it was so strange." So yes, I got that and this, and I will be making lots of Harry Potter treats. And I finally got my hands on this one. I've been checking my used bookstore for, months. Since I read the first one, Clockwork Angel, I have been checking to try to get this one, because when I bought Clockwork Angel, they had all of the Mortal Instruments series, or not Mortal Instruments, the Infernal Devices series, and I was like, oh, there's plenty of them. You know, when I finish this one, if I like it, then I'll come back and get the other one. And then since then, they've never had Clockwork prints, and it has been driving me crazy. So I asked for this one for Christmas, and I got it, and I'm really excited. And so this is probably one that I will be reading in January. The next two are ones that I got that I already own a version of, but like I said, I bought the used bookstore, so they're not in the best condition, and that is Cinder and Scarlet. And so now I have the hardbacks to match my edition, my Cress book, which hilariously I also got at the used bookstore, but it was in perfect pristine condition, dust jacket and all. So now I have all three of them in hardback, and I'm very excited. I finally got my first Rainbow Rowell book, and it is Landline. I've heard mixed reviews about this, but I thought the premise was pretty interesting, so I'm definitely looking forward to checking this one out. And I liked Rainbow Rowell's short story in the, oh god, what is it called? I just finished it. How do I not remember this? The My True Love Gave to Me book. I liked Rainbow Rowell's story in there and her writing, so I am excited to read something of hers and see if I like her writing and her books as much as everyone else seems to like them. And the last one in this box over here is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson, and I have heard such fantastic things about pretty much everything that Jandy Nelson writes. I think there's only 2 books, I don't know, but I have heard really good things about this, and the cover is so pretty. It's kind of blown out because of my lighting, but I am really excited about reading this, and I cannot wait to read this one. And I also got The Sky is Everywhere by Jandy Nelson. I'm a little annoyed about this copy because it's one of those where the cover doesn't go all the way. I don't know why publishers do this, because it's infuriating. It doesn't look good, and it's easy to like catch on things, and I just, had I known that that's how the paperback was, and I probably should have known, I probably would have asked for the hardback instead of the paperback. I do prefer paperback books over hardbacks in general, but not when they're like this. I hate it. But anyways, enough about the actual makeup of the book. I'm really excited to read this one as well because I have heard great things about it also. So, yay Jandy Nelson. And the first one that I actually started out of my Christmas haul, and I know it's the day after Christmas and I've already started one of them, is Weird Things Customers Say in Bookstores. This is the American edition because the original edition is Weird Things Customers Say in Bookshops, and I couldn't get my hands on that one in the US. Like, Amazon doesn't carry that one, so this is the one I ended up asking for. I don't know if there's a difference in the two editions. If anybody knows that, definitely let me know, because I would totally pick up the British edition if that's the case. And I know there's a second book, and I'll be getting that one too, because I've read like half of this already. It's hilarious. It's like, some of these things I'm like, I can believe somebody said that, and others I'm like, who says that kind of thing, or who thinks that's okay? So it's just been really amusing to read, and I definitely am looking forward to picking up the other Weird Things Customers Say in Bookshops book. But yes, this is hilarious. If you have not picked this up, you definitely should, because it's a very quick read, because it's just little like dialogue snippets, but it is hilarious. I feel like half of the theme of this Christmas book haul is going to be books that booktubers made me buy, because a lot of the next ones are definitely books that I don't think I would have heard about if it hadn't been for BookTube. And the first one is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, and I can't remember who had this as like a book club book, but I heard talk about it and I was like, that sounds like a really interesting book and something I would definitely like. So I definitely put this on my wish list back in maybe October, I can't remember, and I'm looking forward to reading this one. It looks like it's going to be a pretty quick read, but yeah, I'm really excited about that one. The next one is Erin Morgenstern's The Night Circus, and it's another one of those freaking the cover is not complete books. I've heard mixed reviews about this, so I'm a little hesitant, but I am looking forward to reading it, and it looks like it will also be a pretty quick read. So yeah, I don't know. A lot of times when books are really hyped and people say they're so fantastic, I end up not liking them, so the fact that a lot of people don't necessarily love this book that I've seen, maybe I'll end up loving it, because that happens a lot. And the next one is something that I have been meaning to pick up for a long time, but I was finally inspired to pick up because of Sam from Novels and Nonsense, and that is A Christmas Carol and Other Christmas Writings by Charles Dickens. And this is just the prettiest book. It's just gorgeous. I love snowflakes. Half of my Christmas tree is snowflakes from like Lenox and Swarovski, and they're gorgeous, and I love snowflakes, and I would decorate everything in snowflakes if I could. And so the fact that this is covered in snowflakes just makes it that much better, but I am really excited about reading this. I had every intention of reading all of these stories in Sam's A Very Dickens Christmas read-along. I'm sorry, Sam, I can't remember. But I ended up having the most insanely busy December and just fell off the bandwagon. So I definitely am looking forward to reading these next year in my new pretty shiny snowflake edition. Yay! The next one is a book that I already own, but that I have complained about numerous times not having this particular edition, because I have the other three in this edition and the fourth one in hardback, and that is For All Time by Caroline B. Cooney. And this isn't necessarily like a book I'm going to read again anytime soon, although I have considered reading these again. And the edition, it's kind of not in the best shape, because I think it was one of those that is not, you buy from another seller or something on Amazon, but I am okay with some nicks and dings, because it means that I don't have to have one tall hardback book that doesn't match the others. And I loved this series when I was a teenager, so I might end up reading it again because I remember it being really fun. But yes, now they match. Alright, again with the books I already bought, / books that booktubers made me buy. Yep, I'm so excited about this. This is the prettiest edition of this book. I mean, the original cover of State of Wonder is gorgeous anyways, but this is definitely one of my favorite Anne Patchett books, and if you've been watching my channel for any length, you know I love Anne Patchett, and pretty much everything that she's written I have read, and this is definitely one of my favorites. And I saw Rincey from Rincey Reads haul this book, and I thought, oh my gosh, that is so pretty and so, like, it's just simple and gorgeous, and it's one of my favorite Ann Pashat books, so I definitely had to pick it up. I put this one on my wish list at the last minute, so I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it. And if I didn't, I was gonna buy it myself because it's just so pretty. It almost makes me want to read it again because this was a really good book. It's so pretty. So another book by an author, I have read almost all of their books, and this is actually the only one that I have not read that she has published so far, and that is Lauren Willig's The Mark of the Midnight Manzanilla? I don't know. It's a flower. This is the 11th book in the Pink Carnation series, and apparently there are going to be 12, so next to the last book in the Pink Carnation series. I love this series. It's so much fun to read, and I have been looking forward to picking this one up, but I think that it only came out in paperback not that long ago, and I definitely wanted it in paperback. So yes, I am very excited to read this one very, very soon. Alright, so another incredibly pretty edition that I picked up, and I actually have never read this and don't own any other editions, so I'm very excited to read it in such a pretty cover, and that is the Puffin Chalk edition of Peter Pan. And yes, I've never read Peter Pan. That shocks me, but I'm going to read it, and I'm going to love it even more because this is gorgeous. It's so pretty. Like, I might have to pick up more books in the the Puffin Chalk edition because these are so pretty, and it's paperback and it has the fun edges, and I just am really excited about this. I have two more books. The next one is The Dressmaker by Kate Alcott, and I put this has probably been on my wish list the longest, probably around September or something. I don't remember what this is about. It's historical fiction, that I know, but other than that, I have no idea what it's about, and I'm looking forward to reading it. I feel like maybe there's going to be a movie about this book. I don't know. I might be wrong. It could be that Shoemaker's one. But yes, it sounded interesting. So the last one is The Ghost Bride, and I saw a couple people on Goodreads, I think, call this and talk about it. But initially I read about it on Goodreads and thought it sounded like a really interesting premise. It's about a girl who, I think she ends up getting married off to someone's ghost because he died of mysterious causes or something, and apparently that is or was a rarely practiced Chinese tradition, and so it sounds really interesting. It definitely sounds like nothing I've ever read before, so I will be interested to see how this book is and to find out a little bit more about that. So yeah, that is the last book in my Christmas book haul. I have a lot of reading to do. My TBR has grown instead of shrunk, but I knew that was going to happen. Yeah. I am not going on any book buying bans this year just because I know that doesn't work for me from experience. I will have my 2015 reading goals and bookish goals or whatever coming up very soon, and I have a few sort of challenges to myself and things like that, but I definitely have a lot of reading to do to get my TBR where I would like it to be. But I'm very excited about the new books in my collection, and I would love to hear what you guys got for Christmas as far as books go. So if you have a Christmas book haul, definitely link me to that, or just tell me in the comments what you got. I will see you guys later. Bye!